Camera's not even here.
Here, we'll go on another note. You just asked me this before, kind of. You said,
Good, yeah,
what makes you a martial artist outside of fighting? And I will return that to you. What makes you a martial artist outside of fighting?
Yeah, because you've got the gym setting, right? But then you do 20,000 breaths per day outside of the gym. You're walking to and from your car. How you interact with your relationship. So like, it's a holistic approach to life. What makes you it? Well, you have to own yourself. You have to be that person that's always, I guess, being the knight in shiny armor if you wanted, but I think it's your actions. It's how you walk from the car to the grocery shop.
Like in confidence?
Could be, very much. Could even be in your like structural balance, like how you're actually positioning yourself.
Yeah.
Maintaining balance as you hold your groceries instead of being a slop when you're on your
With a
phone. You could
trolley.
be, using
Using a trolley like a dork.
Fucking yeah, stop
You're
being
out there like
a
just got your
Just
bags, 6 bags in each hand.
and like then swag like McGregor, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's like your actions outside.
Well, what actions do you think that you put into the world that like mirrors that you're a fighter or whatever?
Yeah. My intention in other sessions, my intention in how I'm walking, how I'm running. Like I want that all to benefit how I move in the cage, how I become, I guess, sharper or better as a martial artist in there. So I'm not running sloppy feet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have that bounce it's actually like not the predators, it's the whoever lions are trying to hunt.
The gazelle.
Yeah, gazelle, because they're super switched on and they're sensitive of when the motherfuckers are going to come and get them, and then they're off and out of there.
True.
So
Different look at it.
yeah, and then when you look at like the animal kingdom, because that's the only pure thing in the world still to this day, everything else has got human additions or conditioning to it. There's so many like tells or things you can learn from, because you actually look at the predator itself, like how they're going to catch the catch. They're not looking at exercise. They're actually only focused on survival. And survival is one of these things that like breeds up like truth as well. Yeah.
Instinct.
Oh yeah. And now when you look at the fact of survival, this is a big tangent, but when you look at survival, when you look at survival, you start to like learn what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
There's a truth. You're either dead or you're alive. And the MMA is very similar.
Fighting.
You're going to win or you're going to lose.
Yeah. Well, that makes heaps of sense, and that kind of shocks me because since my injury, I've been kind of going away from MMA. Like, I haven't been doing what I can do for MMA. I've just decided, all right, I can't do MMA, so now I'm going to do like bodybuilding weights, which is just setting me further away from what I want to be in the future. But I just thought I could only kind of do that because I can't be so springy and explosive like I want to, which is good for MMA. So I'm just sitting there like moving iron like that, which isn't going to help me. But what do you like? Because that's what I'm trying to think. Is like, am I MMA? Does that mean that I'm not portraying MMA fighter outside of being an MMA fighter or being a fighter?
Yeah, in my mind, yes.
Yeah.
You're not, and it's like, okay, great. Like at least you're doing something. Like that's better than most. But in order to be the 1% of the 1%ers and be the uncommon man. The uncommon man amongst the...
I'm just some common man.
Yeah, bro.
I was thinking about it today that I'm like...
And if you want to be the stoic man that's sitting with like poise and like posture and position...
Right. I'm locking in. From here on, I am getting into MMA training, even though I can't do MMA.
Yeah, and that's an interesting thing to break down.
Yeah,
like,
I'm glad this conversation
why am I
is valuable.
taking powerlifting tools or bodybuilding actions
for no reason.
if I'm actually
Just to
not
stay
wanting
fit
to
right
embody those things?
Yeah.
Now, if you were like, I need to put on size to go up to a different weight class,
that's not
that
even
might
a
be a thing.
beneficial size. Like, it's a slow size. Like, I can put on size being explosive as long as I'm eating and training hard.
Truth.
But I've just like, it's hard to be explosive when you're supposed to not use your leg, you know? Because that's like the biggest thing. But I guess plyo.
So now the game would be is what can you do? Because it's not, your leg's injured, but it's there's other joint areas.
I was like,
and
to me, I was like,
capacities
legs injured, so I'm just not going to do anything. But it should have been legs injured. what can I do?
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna
you
ask
could look
myself
at your
that.
back as being a very strong point as well.
And mobility.
Shoulders, yeah,
'Cause, bro, I
neck.
feel so blocked up from all the bodybuilding.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure you could find some long-range strength that could change the game here, and then
this is
allow
gonna
you
be
to
good.
like hit the splits without even warming up and stuff. Like, isn't that a
Do you
your leg
think
would be able to do?
when you were, like, obviously, what are you
Throw this
cooking,
on?
by the way?
We're gonna just cook a simple rump steak from the legends at CFB Meats.
Fun fact, CFB Meats sponsors both Bennies.
Both Bennies, throw that on.
Two
Game
J-
on.
Yes. two Jimmies
Two
in
Jimmies.
Currumbin sponsoring two Bennies. That's how we do it.
And they're keeping the boys healthy,
Right.
strong, with good protein.
Literally, like, life-changing, eh?
Life changing. Oh, that's
How
a
good
good
is it?
dab. Nice, bro.
Wow, I'm so grateful for these boys, eh?
Hey, bro.
Best food.
It's given me so much, taken like the thinking out as well, like using a butcher instead of the Coles meat.
Yeah.
Noticeable change in the quality of meat.
Heck,
And that's an interesting thing as a martial artist now, because the quality of food and the
goes in
energy
is
that
the
comes
output.
in is the output.
and we're lions getting the best gazelles out there.
Fucking
Not getting
A.
those little cats.
That's right. Yeah.
Street
little-
cats.
Stray cats. Yeah. I don't want no stray pussy, bro.
Yeah.
No one likes whores anyway.
Nah, heck no. We need that pure gazelle standing in the corner, like, waving its hair around.
Fucking oath. And then
I
we
got
would
another
embody
question
that.
based off kind of like it's like another, what's the word?
Yeah, go divergent.
Adding on to what we were talking about,
Mm.
is you were a martial artist.
Addition.
Boom, 6 years. In those 6 years, were you still a martial artist?
Yeah.
What did you do in those 6 years?
So I was going to fight for the AFC title against Sam Hybrid, April 2020, and then like the Chinese decided to have a flu and slow down the whole world. And yeah, man, there was a moment where I realized. So during those 6 years, it first started off as a journey of being like, what haven't I been doing? Because I've been so focused on like output, being in the gym. I have to be at the gym to be training and stuff like that, to be a martial artist. What am I not doing? And I'd been looking and researching around fasting. And then that's when I was like, oh, it's time to do this.
Yeah.
So I jumped in, did a 3-day water fast with one of my bros. And from there, sort of kick-started this understanding, okay, I've got some inflammation and stuff that I need to heal in my body.
From the fast, you found that?
Yeah, massive reset to not only the gut biome, but to my mental clarity as well, and like how I not only absorb things, but how to output as well. So that then led me into more fun research of Eastern martial arts, because Western martial arts is pretty new. Eastern martial arts, it's been around for way longer
What's
than
Eastern martial arts?
So that would be like the Qigongs, the Kung Fus, Shaolin monks, like
Yeah.
they've been around 8,000 years plus.
Jeet Kune Do, is that Eastern?
Maybe. Yeah.
That's
Well,
like
I
Bruce
think
Lee.
actually Bruce Lee made that as a
Oh.
variation off.
Like Kung Fu.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So, well, and
Wait,
so
can you turn your mic around just so I can see, like, have it sitting on the other leg,
Screen.
just so that I can see that it stays on. Sorry,
Love it.
my brain
Yeah,
was
just
leaving the
went-
conversation because I
Yeah,
was like
'cause
worried
he's
that
nervous.
it's not filming. Let me
He's
make sure
about
it's
to
filming
drop some knowledge.
because I need to be. I want to be present, but I was sitting there thinking like, fuck, is that mic
Bring it
working?
up. That's the right idea.
So, continue. Eastern martial arts.
So I thought that, like, once again, we're looking at the things that I haven't been doing, and I hadn't absorbed the knowledge from like the ancient knowledge, the Eastern martial arts.
And what do you
So
find from those?
some fascinating things: parasympathetic training, how to train the body in being relaxed. Whereas I was so much output, like
Just stressing and being tense.
stressing the body. I was like, well, far out. There's so much of this. I think it's the yang side, like relaxing in, or the yin to the yang, right? That then led me into finding out that like they set these challenges that were called gongs, and you would do 100 days of one thing consistently for 100 days. I was like, fucking A.
What was that thing?
We can do this because the world's shutting down. I've got 100 days of my life
Yeah.
that I can find. The first one I did was 100 days no sugar.
What did you
Very
find from
challenging.
that?
What did I find?
That'd be
That
challenging.
all of the things that I was consuming from the major supermarkets had some form of sugar addition to
Yeah.
it. So my whole diet needed to change.
Yeah. Stop going to supermarkets and that.
So, yeah,
I
stop
tried to.
going down the middle aisles of the supermarket.
Yeah.
Stayed on the outside, and consumed more meat. This was huge for me because I was vegetarian back in 2017.
Why was that?
Just to test it out, bro. Be a martial artist. How'd it
Yeah.
go?
Do you like it or not?
No, I didn't actually in the end.
Were
Hey.
you enjoying it while you were there though? Like, were you
Yeah,
thinking
thought it
like,
was
this
doing
is
good. Thought it was doing good.
Was
Hey.
your energy levels lower?
It was fine for the first bit, but then it started to add up.
Yeah.
Definitely
Interesting.
had a rebound effect from it and stuff.
Gotta be that lion, eh?
Got to be that lion, dude. If
But
you eat, you
can
are
be the
what you
gazelle,
eat.
like you said. So if
Oh,
you embrace,
yeah.
if you can really embrace the gazelle mentality, maybe you can be a gazelle. But then it's a different style, you know?
True, it could be a completely different style. But you've also got to know we're humans, so
Yeah.
we're not just one. We're
Yeah.
not insects
can
that are
be-
specializing in one thing.
Yeah. We're half
So
gazelle,
that's an
half
interesting
lion.
thing about, like insects, they only do one task very well. Humans, we can do many different
Yeah.
tasks, many different things, hey. And I like that. And I think that's where martial
I was thinking that
arts
it's
comes
crazy
in.
how like many things how much we've just
We
conquered
can
this
do.
earth, like,
Yeah.
and where all the other animals are just doing the same thing.
Same
There's
thing.
no evolving
Change.
or like growing. Why do you think it is that we can grow? And
Probably
animals
because
can't.
we ate mushrooms at one stage and like our brains
Do you
now
reckon,
more
like,
expanded. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You big on the mushrooms?
Well, we started to big on them. Yeah, sure.
Like, how do you think they're important, or do you think it's like just something you can do, or do you think it actually gives you more
Ooh.
growth as a you?
I reckon there's,
You know what I mean?
there's a lot in there. Do I think that it's valuable for the whole of our society and our community? 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
If everyone did it, dude, we'd be in a different place. There'd be no wars.
Yeah.
For me personally, massive. For me personally, like, it allows me to drop into nature better, get rid of old thinking and look at new pathways on how to get from point A to point B.
Yeah.
And if you've been doing the same track all the time to get to the armbar, I just move my hips and go to the armbar.
Yeah.
What if when I take mushrooms, that will then I could think about the different applications on how to get the armbar. I might use my
Yeah.
knee differently this time, or the shin comes in, and I can get to the same outcome, but a different way. And it helps me think
Diversify
of,
your
yes, and get out of the same channel
Yeah.
of thinking. I can open up different channels and greater thinking.
Have you always, or was that something you've always done, and it goes hand in hand with fighting for you? Like,
Does it go hand in hand?
do you think it benefits your fighting, or is it just purely like you as a human, your growth? And
It
your
benefits the fighting for sure.
Yeah.
Like we're out there in the natural environment just the other month. Like when we signed to do the title fight, and it's like, oh, time to drop in and get into that sort of focus. Like, it allows you to remove the thinking of what the other opponent's going to do and start focusing on what you can.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, who am I?
Yeah.
Who really am I when I look into the mirror and have this effect of who's showing up?
Yeah.
And if I'm comfortable with that person that's showing up in the arena, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what this opponent's going to
Exactly,
bring, dude.
yeah.
Because now I'm only focused on me getting better each and every day. And if I'm getting better each day, dude, I'm winning in life.
Yeah. That's such
That's
a good
the
way to look
goal.
at it. Yeah.
As a martial artist, we just want to increase the steps a little bit, a little bit, a little
Do you
bit.
find that maybe when you started, you know how when you first fight, the other guy might be first fight as well, and there is no like, what's he doing, because there's no like footage of him or anything.
Yeah.
Now you're fighting someone who's got like heaps of fights on their belts, heaps of footage to watch, heaps of like things you know that they have done in the past.
Yes.
Do you think it's easier when you start out not knowing versus knowing?
Yes and no, because like when you're starting out, you yourself have
Don't
to
know.
have that. Yeah, you yourself don't know. You yourself don't know if
Yeah.
you can go 5 rounds or 3 rounds. You know?
True.
So it's a beautiful journey of
Yeah.
ascension, which
Yeah,
I think
good
is
point.
is a amazing thing. So does it get harder? Yeah, well, the competition's meant to be harder.
Yeah.
And that's what you sort of seek, isn't it? Like
Growth.
my opponent at the moment, dude, I know he's training great. Guess what? I can fucking go and train as well.
Yeah.
Like, let's just keep getting better together. And it's kind of a funny thing knowing that someone else is also
Training to
to-
take your head off.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like you're
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to take their head off.
So I love that though, because
crazy.
then that makes you like wake up a
Animal
smidgen earlier.
instinct. Animal
Yeah, yeah,
instinct,
yeah.
mate. Always just trying to be better.
Yeah. And
than
then you're
yourself the
motivated.
day before. Even like it's not even like you're trying to be better than him because you don't know what he's doing.
That's right.
You're just being better than yourself.
Being better than yourself.
Do you want to like sit and like eat
Let's
here?
do
Like,
it.
on the
I don't
thing?
need to eat right away. We can keep chatting if you want. But I don't need
Yeah, you
to eat
sit
right
there.
now.
I'll like set the camera up a little bit. Let's get a different atmosphere going. So how did it feel making a title fight? 6 years back, you had one fight.
Doesn't feel anything different, to tell you the truth, bro. It's all the same. Why? Because it's me versus me.
Yeah.
It has been for 6 years. It's like I didn't. No one was telling me to show back up at the gym again after 4 years of being away, and I was just like, oh, I want to. I want to test myself again. I want to prove it as well, in a sense that I have been doing the work. So
How did you actually, now we're talking about that, how did you go from
yeah.
the comfortable life of not being a fighter
Mm.
after you were fighting and then just be like, I want to get back in there and just doing it? Like, what was that? What made you think that? Was it something you felt the last 6 years? Or was it 4 years off or 6 years?
I think I had. I haven't fought for 5 years.
Yeah, but you were training for like a year or whatever.
Yeah.
Or was it a slow thing where the whole time you were like, I want to get back in there, but I'm just going to do this, and it kept going? Or was it like, I didn't want to do it, now I want to do it?
Correct. I was very happy to stop competition when COVID was going because it was uncertain.
Yeah.
So I committed to just being like, all right, I'm going to focus on building other areas in my life, business, physical, mental, spiritual even, and growing networks around those areas. And I would always have the championship mindset though of like no one can take away the 10 fights I'd had
Yeah.
before that. So like that was proof in the pudding already that I can do that thing. And I just kept trying to find areas that I could improve or learn from people that I hadn't been associated with, or
Yeah, like just switching up your environment.
yeah, big time. And so moving up to the Gold Coast as well, working with surf companies, getting my rotational movement training out to help people with their ability to make turns and rotations. Yeah,
True. We should surf one day.
we should always surf.
when this
bro.
thing heals and I can get back
Yes,
in there.
sir. Get it
What do you
on.
surf? Shortboard or longboard?
Both. Why not? Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's fun.
This guy definitely shreds.
Yeah.
I can tell from your movement.
Dude,
mate.
it's all in the, yeah, and you'll notice like there'll be like hand positions as well that like
Yeah.
help the
I
shoulders.
always say like the really good surfers, they always get their hands like out,
Yeah.
like, whereas I'm just like, kind of like standing up tall, just doing this weird.
Interesting, and it'll be like at a position of where you put your head
I've
as
got
well
very-
because
I'm
your
very
head's
bad
very,
at like the movement of surfing. I love surfing and I can ride along a wave and do something, but I always know that my body isn't moving the way that it should be if I want to like surf well.
Mm.
So we'll have to get some sessions in.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, and fuck yeah. A lot of surfing is getting you away from being on the back foot
Yeah.
and being on the front foot because you want to go forwards
Yeah,
in the
true.
wave. A wave is in perpetual
Yeah, I'm
motion.
very backfoot
A
heavy.
wave doesn't just come up and down. A
Yeah.
wave is moving with perpetual motion forwards, and you have to learn how to use the energy of the wave.
Yeah.
The same way that the ropes teach a figure eight, the
We should bring the
waves are moving
GoPro out and
in
do like a
figure eight.
GoPro session
Fuck yeah.
and like make a YouTube video out of it or something.
Bro, we can help surfers. We can help people in their posture, their
Let's do
structural
it.
balance.
Stay
We
tuned
can
for
make
that.
then people integrate that and now move better in the sports that they want to do. Welcome to rotational movement training.
Yes. Do you surf during fight camp?
No, not as much. I
Do you
feel like
surf
it's a
after fight
wasted use of time in
Energy.
that moment.
Or about energy or just time?
Just time.
Yeah.
Just time. It's nice if yeah, there's
Like,
a
would you ever
pastime.
use it
I
as like a
prefer.
way to clear your head
Yep.
during camp?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that more. Like just go and have fun sitting out the back.
Yeah. Take your mind off of it.
I love though just going for river walks or up a mountain sort of thing.
Yeah.
That
Getting in nature.
yeah, because then you're moving the legs a lot more and
Yeah. Bro,
Carry a
active
rock.
recovery is the best invention in the world. I remember when I like,
tension.
in my, well, like in my like,
Oath,
camp,
bro,
I didn't look at
oath.
it as active recovery. I'm just like, fuck, well, I got to be doing something. And then my ex-missus, my missus at the time was
Yes.
like, go for a walk. Like it's active recovery. And the words active recovery makes you feel like you're benefiting yourself.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, I was like, walking is gay, you know? I'm not
I
gonna
don't
do
want to do this
But
anymore.
like walking was good. Like it made me
Mm.
feel like I'm doing something that's going to benefit MMA because I'm moving, my legs are moving, and then I'm also recovering, so I'm not like doing anything crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then
Way
on
to
top
do
of that, how does the mixed martial artist benefit even greater as a young man that's trying to like get better in this? Well, they
Yeah.
would then start implementing breathing techniques while they're walking.
Yeah.
Using mental like affirmations as they're going as well, and starting to
Yeah, I
like
was trying
focus
all
on
these
the thing.
things, yeah.
Shadow boxing as you're
It's
walking
crazy.
is
I
a thing
know
as well,
the
dude.
nose breathing was something, like nasal breathing. for the
Yes.
walk.
Was
That's
that
big for me,
challenging?
'cause, yeah, I've got a really messed up nose, so.
Too many hits.
No, it was pretty bad before MMA, and then MMA made it a bit worse. But it's just that deviated septum. Like,
Oh,
you know?
bless me too.
I feel you, bro. I'm on
Yeah.
a wait list to get it fixed, but I'll
Oh,
probably have
shit.
to do that after my
After.
career.
Me too.
You know? Hopefully the wait list does it. Anyway, so active recovery.
Hopefully the wait
Where
list.
were we?
Hopefully the wait list.
Let's move on.
People need to know about
Let's
that.
move on from this wait list talk.
Fuck yeah,
How's your
Jim.
steak?
That is absolute class.
How do you like your
Goddamn.
steak?
Just a little bit medium rare, but that seems to be well done.
It's pretty good. I like it. I like it
Little
rare,
crispy.
but I love the way you've cooked. Like the outside of it just looks like a perfect steak.
Yeah, a bit of crisp.
I'm not very good at that, but I always get the inside pretty.
I think
decent.
it's the benefit of the
Barbecue.
Weber, eh?
I need to get a
They
barbecue.
are good, bro.
What are your plans for 2026? Any
Confirmation
big goals?
season. Confirmation season. I've been working on being a champion inside the environment, my community, around my house, my home, and now express that out to the world. And that's part of like why we're stepping back in the cage, is like I think I can do amazing things outside of just being in my own little community.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I've been acting locally, building good connections in networking in my environment with CMBT and around the Gold Coast area, and now I'm hoping to been thinking globally, acting locally, and then hopefully act globally in the
Exactly.
future as well.
Well, I know from experience when I first met you, you were like instantly like a very inviting person and a very like encouraging and like,
Okay, yeah, cool.
you know, you're yourself always, and that being yourself always promotes kind of it. What's the word? It encourages others to be themselves when they're talking to you. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So like you'll be like, "What's up? It's Ben here," and then I'll be like, "What's up? It's Ben here too."
yeah.
And I'm feeling like your energy. It's very easy to double like join you. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you
that's
create
cool,
a high frequency, and you set the tone. You know?
Fuck
That makes
yeah.
sense. So I think working locally that'll work well for you easily. Like getting your
Fuck
name
yeah,
out there,
dude.
talking to people.
Dude, yeah, and then with doing the rawest form or the biggest challenge that our society has right now, which is unarmed combat.
Yeah.
I don't really want to be doing armed combat.
Yeah.
Knives are pretty
Maybe
dangerous.
next year.
Nah, I don't need it.
2027.
Have you seen those knights in armor, dude?
No.
I'm like, I don't need to do that.
Yeah,
eh?
stay
Like,
away from that.
yeah, knight fighting. Yeah, I'm all good. So
Well, you're gonna get
unarmed
less
combat.
injuries than buddy.
Yeah, but in unarmed combat, I think that's like the proving grounds of our society at the moment.
Oh,
As
the respect you gain from doing that is
Yeah.
incredible. Like
yeah.
the even the inspiration of other people. Like you're not only are you doing something that like you're chasing a goal, which is already a big thing, but you're
yes.
chasing the scariest goal probably known to mankind.
Yes,
I
real
think,
talk.
To be honest, like
Yeah, and then that
one-on-one.
builds that unwavering confidence in a room
Yeah.
of like millionaires or billionaires. That builds you've got a skill set that you can teach, share,
yeah,
help other people
and it's
grow and
it's a
build.
beneficial skill set. Like it's there's no negative thing about knowing how to fight, or
Fucking
knowing
oath,
how to
man.
protect yourself, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's a good market we're in.
I fucking am, man.
It's a hard market. It's
Yeah, and if anyone's struggling with bullies, bro, that builds the best.
So your goal for 2026 is, let me say this right, it was confirmation
Confirmation season.
and you want to put yourself out there locally, blah, 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 globally. What about, like, is there any goals, like 2026 I will do this number and I will do that amount? Do you know what I mean?
Number, do that amount.
For example, like how many fights do you want to have, or is it more of like you just want to be present and not be thinking about it?
Yeah, be present.
Can I lean
like-
on this?
Yeah. Had this for years. Definitely, yeah. I think just taking it one fight at a time at the moment. Like, rock up, give it all I can, and then take the opportunities from there.
Yeah.
I would have, yeah. Like I do have a 4-year plan that we're like 2 years in, with fighting. So that's exciting as well, because knowing that it's like, okay, it's getting shorter and shorter, my time window as a 33 years young man.
Younger than ever.
Younger than ever, brother, and we've been getting better this whole time,
Yeah.
and that's why we're coming back. If you're getting better, bro, you're not getting older, you're getting younger. The older me is also the younger me.
Wow.
The younger me is the older me, actually.
That's
The
crazy.
younger me is also the old me.
We should take mushrooms right now.
The younger me is the older me.
The me now is the oldest. I mean, the youngest.
Yeah,
me.
he's the youngest. We should take
Interesting.
mushrooms right now. I
That's
feel like this
good.
is going to get flagged.
No,
bro.
never.
Yeah,
Mushrooms are just
They're
veggies.
taking lives. Yeah, they are, aren't they?
They're vegetables,
They're
mate.
doing a
In
lot.
their fridge.
They're veg.
So 2025, big year for you. You know, you've come back, boom, got the yarn bar. No, the Kimura. What was it? A Kimura or Americana?
Kimura.
Okay, what was your 2025 challenges and your 2025 wins, your goals that you achieved, the goals that you didn't achieve? Let's go on to 2025 as
Cool.
a year
2025.
for you.
What did I achieve? I stepped back into the ring, came back after 5 years away, won convincing fashion. That then led me to getting this title fight. I also was able to get my rotational movement training out to more people, which was really cool. So yeah, that's such a big one for my business as well, like teaching people how to move better in the space they control with their physical body. And so I got that online as well, which was really nice, and started to build not really a community just yet, but that's what we'll be aiming for 2026 is to have a
can be-
nice community.
They can be
sort of
small
around it.
communities.
Yeah, it really is.
Oops.
Like 2025 was small community, trying to get it further and bigger in 2026.
What do you think? What do you plan on? Like, what are your ways of doing that? Do you reckon just keep like in-person interactions?
Yeah.
Are you going to be doing more
Big
like
time.
content and stuff?
Yeah, I'd like to, but content isn't as fun for me. I love people
Interactions. Yeah.
and getting that like in-person
100%.
feel is so powerful since 2020, which like I think like since then I've been like I want more of that. I
Yeah.
want to be around a room where I'm not the smartest person and,
Yeah.
and to
so
be
you can
like
grow.
around that, yeah, and also love sharing as well. Some of the tools that like have helped me be the champion that I am. So yeah, man, in person would be the way I'm doing it. And we're running retreats this year, which is really cool. That's like something that I'd like to do. Like we've got retreats happening in other areas, but I've got an initiated man project where we're bringing father and sons together, and they're going to be learning martial arts, balance,
Nice.
having structural balance in their position, because I think it's so valuable for that our generation to pass wisdom on to the younger generation, so they don't have to make the same mistakes, and they can actually like fucking be confident
Yeah,
in
and
the way
like
they
learn
move,
from people
dude.
older than them or
We
people
used
that have
to
been
do
through the
that.
same stuff.
We used to do that when we were in tribes. We would like, you would watch the hunter, whoever was the best hunter, you'd be like, dude, how did he do that? I'll
Yeah.
watch him this time. And you would watch him get the kill, and you'd be like, well, I can mirror that.
Yeah.
But we don't have that these days, and that's why I think martial arts hubs like CMBT is a library. It's a library of knowledge, because people are testing out things daily,
Yeah.
and then you can go there and get a little bit of inspiration. That's how to do that high kick. I didn't know how to do that before
Yeah.
until I saw Brenton doing it or
Yeah.
Christian doing it. Now,
No, so
now I can
true.
implement it. And so martial arts
It's
communities
a
have to
martial
be-
arts is a great way to make you realize that you need to learn off other people
Mm.
and drop your ego, because if when people get wrapped in that mindset like I'm doing me, I don't want to listen to anyone else, you can do that in normal life, but in MMA you can't do that because you're gonna lose. You're gonna get bashed. You know, you're going into a cage to fight someone, and your ego is like, no, I'm not gonna listen to him because I think I'm better than him, and then you get kicked with something that he could have taught you, like how to defend or whatever.
Perfect.
You don't really have that in life scenarios. That's why everyone's got this ego of like, oh, I'm better than you, I don't need to listen to what you have to say, or I'm older than you. The
Mhm.
age isn't nothing, especially in MMA. Like you can learn stuff of watching kids class.
Truth.
It's a crazy thing.
And that's us actually tapping into something that is very primal, because communication, language is second to movement.
Yeah.
We were moving before we had language.
Mm.
So movement as a communication or a learning facet is a bigger part of our brains and evolutionary
Yeah.
track. So how we move, and why we're moving and what we're doing while we're moving, is something really tapped into our like ancestral primal sort of like knowledge, and it comes back to survival as well, because you wouldn't do things out on the out in the safari,
whatever.
Sahara.
The Sahara Desert.
Sahara Desert. Yeah, you wouldn't be doing things out there that aren't like breeding you that like safety.
And this world that we live in gives us so many safety nets.
So much safety
like even
nets.
like the Centrelink doll, like that is you will never not be, like you will always have something, you know. So you could even like with a business sense, like I want to build this business, but you're like, I'll just get on the dole and I can still live. You know what I mean?
So big time.
And
Now that's us setting a cap. You're acknowledging that like that's as high or as far as I go in this world, and you're saying that I'm going to stay there. And that's why who's they? That they give that option.
Yeah.
Because it becomes hello. Buddy.
Hey, you want to talk to the mic?
The easy thing. Hey. Easy.
Wow.
It becomes the easy.
I never thought. I actually didn't think about it, like how important martial arts is for that sense.
Yeah, it's something that our like communities and our society should be like putting funding in and stuff like that.
I was actually thinking about this not long ago. I was talking to Dario about it. Kids in school, right? I remember I had an Aboriginal teacher who I was in a fight with a kid at school, and this Aboriginal teacher had us in the room, and he said, "Do you want to go into the storeroom with boxing gloves and fight it out?" We were like 9 or 10 at the time. And both of us kind of were like, not really. You know what I mean? Like we were scared to do it, but we were happy to like, I was grabbing his shirt and hitting him before, and like, we were sitting there, and it kind of made us get real level-headed that we were about to be put in this room and fight. Yeah. And it made us like just move on, and we went on with the day, like we made friends, boom. If you had to implement that option, you know, right now, kids fighting, you know, it creates like I guess it just turns like, you would never get into a fight on the street, would you?
No, there's other ways around it.
Because there's so many ways around it when you know how to fight, because you have the insecurities aren't there. You can talk. You can even avoid it completely at the start.
Yeah, you can be calm under the chaos.
But growing up as a kid, it's like you don't have that in school. Like you're just all about like egos and like different cultural, like different groups or whatever. Whereas you get into a gym, everyone's together. People can fight. People can win, but they won't because they don't need to. They don't need to prove themselves.
Nice. Well, and what's powerful about that is now you're acknowledging that that's something that we've done for so long as humans and as monkeys. Like, fight for territory, fight for who we are, fight for our family and our tribes. And you're giving an outlet to it.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, no, you're wrong for fucking having this energy.
Yeah.
All I was thinking in school, dude, while I'm sitting there trying to learn maths was like, when's recess so I can go out and play soccer? Yeah. So I'm not the wrong person for not being able to read from a book at 10 years old. Yeah. That's, man, it's
just not you.
It's just not what I'm like thinking about or wanting to do. I'm needing to have that outlet. Yeah. And that's what, dude, that's what makes boys stronger men, is that they actually like move their body physically. They can then be safety providers for their family. And they can actually like have strength and confidence in who they are,
and fight for what they want, whatever it is. Like if you can fight physically, you can fight verbally easier. If that makes sense, because there's no emotion. You're just like, how about we like in a road rage incident? You know what I mean? Like today, someone pulled over in front of the highway with me. Right, I was going 80. It was like they were in like a backed up thing. Literally, nearly died. Like I pulled out, and there was another car here. They had to get off the highway. But I looked back and all three of us just went back onto the road and kept driving, this is pretty rare. Most of the time you're going to hear like fucking horns, fingers. But I figured like these three people, me and these other two cars, must have been pretty like complacent people, like not egotistical. And we all just realized, could have died, but we're not dead, you know what I mean? And that doesn't happen. Like if I drive around here, bro, I've been in that many incidents where people are like, come on, pull over. And I'm like, no.
What I like about what you just explained is you're not getting caught up in the situation of thinking that person did it to you.
To kill me. Yeah,
they might have just done it to keep themselves safe or something like that. And so this is you removing your thinking as well, that the world, victim mentality, like the world's happening, the world's bad on me. Or is it happening for you? Yeah. Is it happening to me or for me? And it happened for you so that you could practice your stillness
Yeah,
in that
and patience,
in
calmness.
chaos.
Yeah,
This is a massive shift that our society needs to start acknowledging as well, because people play the victim and keep themselves at that bottleneck of where they are.
yeah,
But when you start taking acknowledgement for the actions that you've done and that you're in the position that you are because of the actions that you
Yeah.
like led you to this position, you can then start to actually like work from there and look for opportunities and more things start to be for you instead of it's happening like it's making me bad.
yeah,
That food that you ate, that KFC, is like hurting your next session.
yeah.
Well, then don't have it next
Yeah.
time and see what happens.
Simple.
So it didn't happen for you. Oh, okay. I acknowledge that I made that mistake. That's okay. What can I do differently now that then will help me
Yeah,
in the future? So things that we're putting into our body, inputs, even how we watch the screen and stuff like that. Those
Learn
are
from
all
it.
yeah. Learn from it and use it for you
Yeah.
instead of taking effect onto like it's happening to me.
yeah.
No,
But
it's
well,
happening
even
for
this
you.
injury, it's like I left my fight on top of the world, and I kind of had this thing of like, I'm just gonna, when am I gonna fight next? When am I gonna me? When am I gonna do this? I had to step back and realize, okay, I can't do anything right now, which is what led me to want to start doing this again, like the Aussie MMA media, like talking to the other boys that are fighting and are active. Whereas I was kind of in my own ego world of like, I'm the winner now. I'm gonna focus on my career and fight and all that. And all that's why I was doing all my content, which I am gonna keep doing, obviously. But I kind of went away from like giving other people a platform and interviewing because I'm doing my thing. But then I realized like, well, this is perfect, and I found that like, I want to get the boys. I want to hear what the boys have to say because I can't do it. May as well get them talking about it. And this, I feel like this is going to set me up for the year of like the momentum, because I need the momentum with this interviewing and stuff.
Nice.
Like once I went away for my fight, I kind of forgot about it and I was doing my own thing. But this is
It's
important.
perfect because now you can shift this thing happening for you.
Yeah.
This injury, and it's also so powerful that you're an open thinker. Like we just led this morning that powerlifting isn't actually benefiting my MMA.
Yeah.
And this is fucking good because then you realize you're not attached to that identity. Now you can shape your identity. In 3 weeks, you can change a habit.
Yeah.
You can become
No,
an
100%.
amazing
They're
thing
already-
in 3 months.
These
3 years, you can be a whole different
Yeah.
human being, bro.
Be a monkey if you want.
Yeah,
Maybe.
if you really wanted to, you probably could. Like, I reckon there'd be someone you could just.
Have you seen those guys that do like the
ChatGPT.
monkey walks? Like
Yeah,
that's
love
their
it.
training. I reckon that looks crazy. Like
Dude,
you'd
it's
be
challenging, man.
that'd be good for MMA. Like
Fucking oath, dude.
monkey
Should've seen me
abilities.
last night. Getting into it, bro.
Like a monkey.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's good. Yeah.
Well, Ben, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Ah,
You're actually. Well, I think this shouldn't be a. I don't want this to be a podcast of everyone who's going to fight. I want it to just be an MMA podcast with fighters that I see often, because I think we have very good conversations. I learn from the conversation every time, so I'm sure these people would learn from it. So let's just make this a common occurrence. To talk more. Doesn't have to be always up to a fight, you know.
Sweet.
So
Make it happen.
you'll be
bro.
seeing the two Bens back on soon.
I'm going to be talking peace, love, and unity.
Thank you. You want to shout out your sponsors?
CFB Meats, thanks to the good protein. The Foot Collective, you guys have helped me massively in restructuring a few of my injuries and building structural balance. Lock Waste, you guys are awesome. You've just come on board as well. Innovative for helping recycling and keeping your recycling safe. Clean Slate Consulting, you guys are awesome as well, helping with some finances. Rice and Bowl, Raw and Rice up in Sunny Coast, you guys are legends too. Peace, love, and blessings.
Last
Thanks
thing,
heaps.
what's coming up?
What's coming up? Fighting for the Australian title January 31st. Keep in tune. I'm going to be cutting weight over the next few weeks, having fun with that. It's going to be confirmation season. Why? Because I've been working behind the scenes for so long, and now it's my opportunity to prove and to put that application or action behind the words, behind the mentality, behind the things I've been telling everyone in my circle about. This is those moments that the reps are going to start counting. The reps weren't counting when no one was watching. Well, guess what? I was counting them and doing them myself, stacking dividends, putting them in the bank, and one day I'll take them out and then prove it to the world. That's about to happen. It's countless behind the scenes effort, countless behind the scenes action, countless early mornings, late nights,
that are all about to start counting and adding up. You'll see the Wanderers soon.
Hey.